Hey everybody, Kevin here, and it's a little something for your performance edge. And this is one of those punch, 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 get out and do it things, okay? So in this episode, we're gonna talk about what it means to get in the reps. And what I mean by getting in the reps, and this comes from going to the gym and doing things, but the other day I got on the incline bench, I was able to do 60-pound dumbbells, which is the heaviest I've ever done. But you can't get to the 60s unless you do the 20s. And I can remember there was a day when I couldn't even push 30, 3 sets of 12. So now I'm doing 60. It's because you get in the movement after the movement that builds the muscle that gets you there. Now here's the question for you. The question for you is, where do you need to get some reps in? And listen, the biggest fear we have is looking stupid. Well, I'm going to tell you what looking stupid looks like, because when I first started working out, and this is talk about getting some reps, I could not even do a squat on my own with no weight. I could not go all the way down and come all the way up. It was all kinds of knee pain, all kinds of other stuff. I had to hold on to a rubber band that was tied above me to go down, to hold and balance me, to get the movement correct in terms of getting that one rep in. And I'll never forget, I did 5 on that day and my legs were sore. I would never forget that. And it was a little bit of a wake-up call, because all of a sudden the epiphany of that moment of saying, I got so much work to do, got very, very tangible and very real. Listen, when you just break out and do that first rep, whatever that is, as incompetent as you're going to feel, as uncertain as you're going to feel, you're going to have way more clarity about really what it takes, what goes into that rep, and then eventually you're going to come back the next day and get right back at it again. Listen, most of the stuff that we do not accomplish lives so much outside of us, we have never ever tested it. I know you have it in you. There are all kinds of, there's stuff between your ears. There's ideas, there's thoughts, there's ambitions, there's dreams. There's all these things that require little moves, little elements of putting in that first rep, holding on to that rubber band, looking stupid, and worrying about what everybody's going to think and getting over it. And we got an episode coming up where we talk about the inner coach. Been working on that. We got some really good stuff for you on that. That's coming up. So make sure you check it out. It's coming in one of these coming up here. I've been developing that a little bit to give you some other things on the inner game to help you with these other elements that we're talking about. But today we're talking about just getting dirty, just getting after it, just doing what you need to do, and quit thinking about it, and quit talking about it, and quit writing about it. Just go and do it. Get after it. Do that one thing. Now, you know what it is. I know. You already feel convicted. There's always that one thing in us that's oh my gosh, the ball guy's talking about that. Yes, go do it. Get in the rep, and then get another rep, and get another rep. I'll never forget, just one time when I had a program, I was trying to, get started in coaching, and I remember talking to my coach at the time, and I had just closed the deal, and he says, let's go get the next one right now. Go get the next one. I want you to make a bold move right now. What's the bold move? And I went out and literally that afternoon closed the second one. And I knew if I called him, he was going to say, you know what he was going to say? Get the third one today. And doggone it if I didn't. So listen, it is about getting it. My confidence went way up. I knew now what it really took. And it wasn't as hard as my little brain was making it out to be. And so all that resistance, all that stuff is very real. Seth Godin calls it the lizard brain. There's all kinds of people out there. Stephen Pressfield calls it resistance. There's a book called The War of Art that really breaks it down by Stephen Pressfield. Really breaks it down. But it's just something that you got to battle by getting after it. So what is that for you? How many reps do you got to get? What's that first rep look like? You got to push the 30s before you ever push the 60s. You got to sometimes grab the rubber band and look stupid, and before you could do 190 squat. Think about it. What's that look like for you? Do some damage out there. This is a huge invisible, and always remember, when you see the invisible, you become unstoppable. Take care, everybody.